Hi, and welcome to yoga. My name is Joanne. Thank you for practicing with me today. We'll go ahead and start in a comfortable seat. So find something to sit on so you can elevate your hips a little bit above your knees. And then crossing one leg in front of the other. You can lift the flesh even away from your sitting bones to ground through the hip points so you feel the sitting bones on whatever you're sitting on. And then let's shrug the shoulders up by the ears, give them a little bit of a squeeze and pull them all the way down behind the back. So we'll tag a little weight into the elbows. You can rest the hands palms down or up or one of each, whatever you like. And retract the chin just slightly so the head floats above your spine. Let the eyes gently close. And let your lips part slightly to relax your jaw. And we'll just drop into the body, try to get out of the mind a little bit. So see if you can visualize yourself dropping into the body. Letting go of any meetings from this morning or any agendas you have for later in the day. Just try to find yourself in this present moment, in your body, connecting to the breath and any sensations that come up in the body. So as we center and ground, we'll begin to bring some awareness into the breath as it moves in and out of the nose. You might also set an intention or dedication at the beginning of your practice, if you'd like, choosing one thing to focus on and repeating that intention or dedication 3 times to yourself or out loud if you're at home and be loud. Feel free to do that. So as you focus on the breath, see if you can find a little extension for the inhale and the exhale without causing any strain. So we want to just slow the breath a little bit down. And remember to use the full body to breathe. So we're breathing into the belly. And the whole body is expanding on each inhale. Just like a wave. In the exhale, we reverse the wave. Squeeze the navel toward the spine at the bottom so you can really expel all the stale air from your lungs and fill with fresh oxygen as you inhale through the nose. Fresh air, I should say, since there's more than just oxygen in the air. Good. So we're inhaling and exhaling completely. Noticing how slowing the breath down drops you more into the body and out of the mind. Take one more breath here together. Inhale. And as you exhale, we'll drop the chin forward. Weight of the head stretches the back of the neck. And then gently rock side to side, inhaling as you open and exhale as you drop forward. waking up the neck a little bit. Allowing the movement to coordinate with the breath. Inhaling open. Exhale forward. One more round. Good. Next time you find yourself on the first side, inhale open. Wherever you started. You're going to bring that same arm that the ear head is flexed toward down by the side. Give yourself a little lift on that side. Inhale, take the other arm up and stretch over to the side. And then from here, we're going to round forward. I want you to lead with the elbow and pull through the side body. So we're really engaging inside in the lat muscles in the back and sweep across the front of your mat. Use your inhale to lift up to the other side, ear over shoulder. And then I want you to think about softening your elbow, but still lifting through the side body. Good, and then again, we'll bow forward, pull through the elbow and the side body, sweep across. Inhale, lift. So you'll let your body guide you. Exhale, forward, sweep. Inhale, lift. Exhaling, sweep. Inhale, lift. A couple more. Good, and then let's exhale, come forward. We're gonna walk our hands out, bow here, let the head drop. And then walk your hands back as you pull your back up. So round through your back. Shrug your shoulders up by the ears and down the back to open the chest. Walk your hands back behind you and lift the chest. Loop your shoulders behind you and lift. Deep breath here. One more breath. Good, and then walk your hands up by your side. And then we're gonna let the arms come by the side. We're gonna squeeze the shoulders up, create some tension, squeeze in, breathe in. And then as you exhale, you'll sigh it out through the mouth, lion's breath. And you might look up toward the sky and stick your tongue out. Let's squeeze in again. Squeeze, 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 breathe in. And sigh it out. One more time, squeeze in, create some tension, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, sigh it out through the mouth, look up. Stick out the tongue, release a little heat. Good. Shrug your shoulders here, open the chest. One more time, down the back. Good, I'm gonna take my blanket out, set it aside, come onto all fours, onto the hands and the knees. You might use a blanket for your knees. Underneath, coming to all fours. Press the mat away from you. Make sure your fingers are nice and bright on the mat. Knees are under the hips and hands are under the shoulders. We want the insides of the elbows moving forward. So we're pulling our shoulder blades into the back. And then make sure you micro bend the elbow joint so you're not blocking it. And then here with the belly, we want to pull the navel toward the spine. So I have a loose shirt here. But activate the belly toward the spine so you're not just sagging in the back, so you're lifting. Good, and then from that place of intention, we're going to inhale, activate the feet and the hands, including the fingers, so not just the wrists, the fingers are pressing down too. We're going to inhale as we pull the chest through the shoulders and look up for cow. As you breathe in, stretching the belly, and then exhale, round the spine, press all the way up, drop the head and the tailbone down. So staying firmly rooted in the hands and the feet as you move. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. You might sigh it out through the mouth here if you want. Inhale, open. releasing a little more tension and heat. Totally up to you. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Good, a couple more. Just warming up the spine. Last time, and then we'll meet on all fours on the hands and knees. Good, coming to all fours. And then we're going to take the toes of one leg back, uncurl the toes, and press through the heel. So make sure your other points are nice and stacked in your bones. Pressing to the heel, we're going to take the opposite arm out and reach to shake a hand. Activate the hand and foot that are down. We're going to lift the back toes up. Create stability with your core strength here. Your arm is next to the ear. You're still looking down, so try not to look at the screen if you can. We're going to inhale, just gently lift, not too far. Lift a little, not pressing into the back. Just lifting the glute. And then as you exhale, we're going to squeeze elbow and knee together and round. So creating that cat pose. Inhale as you lengthen, just a little bit of an arch here. We're not hurting our back. Still engaged in the core. And then exhale, squeeze. Good, one more time, reach. Just a little bit of a lift. Exhale, squeeze, balance. Lots of intention here, reach. And then come back to all fours. If you need a little break in between that, you can shake the wrists, whatever you need to do. You're also welcome to take fists if you have any issues with your wrists. So let's come back to home base, all fours. And then take the other leg out, stretch through the cat, tuck the toes under, scooch up a little, keep the neck long, activate through the core, stretch the calf, stack your bones, nice and stacked, and then reach the opposite arm out to shake a hand, pull the shoulder in, so we're not reaching it out of the socket, we're keeping it grounded, level with the floor, arm next to the ear. When you're ready, lift the back knee or back foot, leg, toes stay down. Breathe, connect to your breath and your core, and then exhale, squeeze and round elbow to knee. Inhale, stretch, grow long first, and then maybe a little bit of lift. And maybe not, that's okay. Exhale, pull, squeeze, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Maybe lift. And last time, exhale, squeeze. And reach it back out. And release back down to all fours. Nice. Take the big toes together. Take your knees out a little bit wide. Push back on your heels if you can. You can place something behind your knees if you need. Forehead comes to the floor. Take a breath. Good. Let's walk the hands to one side, stretching through the side body here and the shoulders. Relax the head down. Breathe into the side. Inhale through center. Exhale to the other side. Relax the head and shoulders. Breathe into your side. Nice. Inhale back to center. Inhale, lift up. All fours. Take your knees behind your hips, just an inch or two. Make sure your arms are stacked. Insides of the elbows forward. We're going to tuck the toes under and slowly peel your hips up. I want you to keep the legs bent so we're not rushing into downward dog at all. We're taking our time. We're just going to peel the hips up and then melt the heart toward the floor as you walk your dog out. So pedal your feet out. Just feeling into the backs of the legs a little bit more. Feel the hip points reach toward the sky. Firm hands, firm fingers. Shoulders open and back. So I'm not here. Shoulders aren't stacked here. I'm pressed back. Relaxed. Good. And then we're going to breathe. Keep pedaling. And then let's slowly walk ourselves up to the front of the mat. Come to forward bend. Measure 2 fists between the feet, bending the knees as much as you need so the hands can reach the floor. And And then you tuck the forehead toward the shins here and just notice where you are with the legs. So good. And then we're gonna relax the head forward, breathe in and out. Dangle your arms in front of you and roll up one vertebra at a time. Let the arms hang, head heavy. Tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. Good. When you get to the top, stack the shoulders over the hips. And then find a neutral pelvis. Arms heavy, suitcases in the hands by the side. So imagine the crown of the head is lifted by a string. Your feet are evenly rooted and soft on the ground. We're not gripping our feet or our toes. We're relaxing in the feet and the toes. But we're feeling energy up through the body. So it's rising up from the earth as we ground our shoulders and our hands. Imagine holding heavy suitcases. Chin is parallel. Nice and tall mountain pose. Nice even pelvis. So our hip points aren't pointing down or tucking up. They're nice and straight ahead. Good. From here, we're going to reach the arms behind us to open the chest. Imagine a sail on a sailboat and lift. Big circle. And then exhale, we'll swan dive, reach back behind you. Soften the legs as you fold, lengthen your spine over the legs and come back down to forward bend. Forehead tucks. We're going to inhale, come into a flat back, hands on the thighs, and lengthen halfway to the floor. Exhale, fold again. Roll up, nice and slow. Inhale, you can drag your hands on your thighs for a little more resistance. Shrug your shoulders at the top to open the chest. Back to our mountain pose. Okay, we're going to do that twice more. So flowing with your breath, reach back, inhale, lift. Deep breath in. Exhale, soften the knees, swan dive. And every time you come to this posture, right here, forward fold, maybe the legs start to open. So just note where you are. No rush. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, bow. We'll roll it up. Maybe a little resistance on the way up. Shrug the shoulders, open the chest, mountain pose. Collect yourself. Inhale, lift. Reach back. Touch hands. Swan dive. Soften the knees. Forward bend. Inhale, flat back, open the chest. And you can do this flat back with bent knees as well. You might have more room to straighten, up to you. Exhale, fold. Good. Plant your hands right next to your feet and take a giant step back with one of your legs. We'll drop the back knee, uncurl the back toes. Scissor your legs toward the midline. Make sure this knee is above the heel, stacked. You might double up your mat if you have need some more cushioning for the knee. That's fine. Or you might use a towel. So again, scissor the legs and lift up and then reach toward the sky. Open the chest. Careful here not to dump into your back. So keep lifting and keep the pelvis neutral. We're really working this back hip flexor. You can move this leg forward or back based on your flexibility there. Good. As you exhale, we'll float the hands down to frame that foot. And then we're going to walk our hips back for half monkey, stretching this front leg. So pull the toes toward the face, open the chest. Breathe into this hamstring. Take a breath in. On your exhale, walk it forward. Tuck your back toes under and lift the knee. Lift your hips. And we'll slide into downward dog. Step it back. Good. From downward dog, catch your breath and then inhale, float into a plank position. So we just bring our shoulders above the wrists. You're welcome to do fists here again if you need. Lots of core activation here, and then we'll drop the knees right where they are. And then plant your chest right between your hands. So notice you don't have to move the hands and the feet around for this. Hips lifted. Elbows close to the rib cage, slide the legs out. Tops of the feet will press to the mat. As we inhale, we pull our heart forward and lengthen through the back of the neck, looking at the floor. Breathe in your cobra. Feet are glued, no tension in the back here. We're using our back muscles, but you shouldn't feel any pinching. Good, release down. From here, tuck your toes under. Push up to all fours or straight up downward dog. From downward dog, take your time. You'll bend your knees and walk forward. You can step up or you can walk up. If you're stepping through, be very light on your feet. So see if you can come up without a sound and then fold over the legs. Roll it up, inhale. All the way back to your mountain pose, open the chest. Neutral pelvis. As you're ready, reach back, inhale and lift. Deep breath in, fill the lungs. Exhale, soften the knees and swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, open your chest. Elbows pull back. Look down, exhale, bow. Planting the hands, this time we'll take the other leg back, second side. Drop the back knee, uncurl the toes. Again, you might double your mat or use a cushion. Check your alignment, heel below knee, scissor the legs and lift. Adjust your back leg forward or back if you need to. Take a deep breath in here, neutral pelvis, that scissor action lifts us up. Good, and then slowly we'll exhale, float the hands down to frame your front foot, and then walk your hips back, lift the front foot toward the face. Half monkey, open the chest. Soften into this hamstring, breathe. Take a nice deep breath in here. And we'll slowly walk forward, framing that foot. Tuck the back toes as you lift the knee. And then we're just going to launch off the back foot and step up. Come back to forward bend here. Roll yourself up, inhale. Shrug your shoulders as you open the chest, mountain pose. Take a little mat that way. Okay, so finding your nice mountain pose here, reach back, inhale, lift. Deep breath in and then exhale, swan dive, soften the legs, forward bend. Inhale comes into flat back. Exhale, we fold again. Hands will plant. We're going to take a giant step back with the first leg again. And then this time we're going to lower the hips, keep the knee off the ground. Good. And then we're going to step that back foot up on a bit of an angle. So we're going to aim that front foot toward the corner of the mat and shorten our stance a little bit. You can have heel to arch or train track alignment, whatever works for you. And then rise up, we're going to come into warrior one. So again, we want the outer edge of that back foot nice and grounded and rooted. You can take a wider stance if that's more comfortable for the hips. Reach up. Arms are by the ears, shoulders are soft. Pelvis is neutral. Good. From your warrior one, let's take one more breath here. Good. We're going to straighten that front leg and lower the arms by the side. So option here is to clasp hands behind the back, or you might grab opposite elbows. If you have more room, you might even do prayer pose behind the back. You don't have to. My hips are going to kind of face the front as best I can. My knees are straight but not locked. So softness in the knees. We're going to inhale, lift the heart. And as you exhale, try to keep the shoulders square over the front of the mat. Soften that front knee just a little bit so you can reach forward over the leg. Pyramid pose. Breathe here into that hamstring again. Good. From here, let's lift up. Whoops. Don't slide on your mat. Lift up. Both legs are straight. And then I'm going to open to the side. Release the arms. Now my hips are facing the long edge of the mat. And then take the arms out nice and wide. Soften your shoulders. So I still have my back foot angled and I'm a little bit train tracked here, and that's fine. So you're gonna let this hip rotate in a little bit, reach the arms out. So we're between two panes of glass, gaze to your front hand, breathe in as you grow tall. Feel even in the pelvis and rooted in the feet, and then reach toward the front foot side. Just reach, reach, reach until you can't, and then let the arm fall anywhere it lands on the leg. Top arm stretches up, maybe it stays by the side. Up to you. Open your chest here, triangle pose. So we don't want to lean on this leg, we want to lift with our side body here. The gaze can be up to the side or down. Keep the head supported, don't drop the head and bend the neck. Good. Good. From your triangle, we're going to take the arm behind us. Rotate your torso over the front foot. Soften that knee. Release the hands to frame the foot. Slide your back leg back. Lift both hips and step back to your downward dog. Pedal the feet. Take a breath. Good, and then from downward dog, float yourself to plank position. Take your time, engaging as you move. Exhale, drop the knees, the chest, and the chin. Slide into a cobra, tops of the feet down. Open the chest, look out in front of you. Try not to look up and wrench your neck. Keep the neck long. Let's lift the hands here for a breath or two. Keep the feet glued. Good, release down. And then we'll tuck our toes, come up through tabletop or downward dog. Catch your breath. And then we'll make our way to the front of the mat. Again, your choice. So you can step or walk. You might hop if that's in your practice, but no worries. I want you to be mindful of how you land on the feet. So we want to be soft on our joints. Fold over your legs. Roll yourself up to stand. Take your time. Open the chest. Back to your mountain pose. Check out all the points. Soft feet, soft knees, neutral pelvis, heavy suitcases, crown of the head tall. Good. Let's reach back. Inhale, lift. Hands touch, soft knees as we fold over the legs to your lungs. See where you are. Notice if they're opening at all. Inhale, come into that flat back, lengthen your spine. Exhale as you fold all the way down and empty the lungs. Hands will plant. So we'll take our second leg back. And then again, we're going to lower the hips to start, come to a lunge. And then step that back foot up and plant it on an angle. Check the feet. As you're ready, we'll come up, warrior one. So we want to aim the hips toward the front. Lift the arms, soften the shoulders, stretch through the fingers. Find your breath, planting that back foot into the floor so it's nice and rooted. Take another breath here. Notice your shoulders are above the hips. Good. Slowly lower the arms, straighten through the front leg. And then clasp behind the hand, back again, or grab opposite elbows. And then see if you can switch what you did on the first side. So if you're clasping and it feels normal, try to switch which finger is on top. It'll feel weird. And again, adjusting your stance as you need, squaring up toward the front of the mat, aiming that way. Lift the heart as you breathe in. And as you exhale, hinge at the hip. Keep both feet grounded, both knees are soft, not locked. Pyramid pose. And just breathe where you are. So you want to be able to breathe. Make sure you're able to breathe. We're softening in the pose, so not holding anything. Good. Slowly we'll hinge up. We lift back up. Release the hands. And then again, turn the hips toward the open edge of the mat, adding the arms when you're ready. We'll turn around so I'm not having my back to you. Good, breathe in. And then reach, reach, reach to the front foot or the back foot, whichever side you're on. And when you're ready, tipping the torso. Once you've extended fully, top arm up or by the side, maybe behind the back. I want you to avoid rounding the shoulders forward. Keep your shoulders open and stacked, using the side of the body and not leaning on this leg, lifting the pose. Neck is supported wherever you're looking. So we're not pulling the weight of the head on the neck. Nice breath here. Good, and then as you're ready, breathe in. Arm in a big circle behind the back. Turn the torso over the front leg. Soften that knee. Frame the foot. Come onto your back heel, and then we'll step it up, forward fold. Maybe shake the head a little bit. We'll roll it up. Inhale. Think back to the top of your mat, back to your mountain pose. Open the chest. Awesome. Good. Let's take one more round together, and then we'll do some other stuff. We'll do some balance and floor work. So feet hip width. Nice mountain pose here. Reach back. Inhale, lift. Lots of energy today. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Check in with the knees. Forehead tucked. Inhale, flat back, open your chest. Good, and exhale, bow. Plant the hands. Take a giant step back with your first leg. Coming to a lunge position. We're going to pivot that back foot on the floor. Check again, heel to arch or heel to heel. Powering through the front leg as you reverse a cartwheel up, warrior two. Good, and then here we're going to let this hip bone open toward the knee. Make sure the knee is stacked above the heel. So you don't want to be past the heel. You don't want to be too far up either. So finding that nice stacked position, challenging our quad a little bit. Outer edge of the back foot soft, arms active, nice and soft, extend. Gaze to the front hand, breathe. Shoulders are still above my hips. I'm not leaning forward. Good, and then see if you can feel the pelvis is neutral in this position as well. So our legs are nice and active. This hip is rotating in a little bit. So I've got lots of space behind the back. Good, and then from here, we're gonna turn the front palm to face the sky. Arms still stay extended, chest open. We're gonna inhale, reach forward. And then we're gonna exhale and float back, peaceful warrior, lift up. So we don't wanna dump into the back here either. Keep lifting, breathe into the front ribs, take a deep breath here. Legs stay exactly the same. Exhale, come back to your warrior two. Nice and tall, good, breathe in. And then we're gonna cartwheel the hands down to frame the foot. You're gonna turn your back heel up, plant your opposite hand to the foot, and then reach the other arm up. Nice, easy twist here. Hips are low, and then reach up. Open the chest to the other side of your extended leg. Good, slowly come back down to frame the foot. We'll take our hips up and step it back, downward dog. Pedal the feet out a little bit. And then when you're ready, catch your breath, we'll flow here. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest and chin come down slowly. Slide into your cobra as you breathe in. Neck is long. Let's lift the hands for a breath here. Through the feet. Good. Release hands next to the chest. Tuck your toes. Coming through tabletop, work straight to downward dog. to you. We'll meet in forward bend, again, getting there mindfully, however you like. Maybe you're ready to stroll instead of step. If you spent a little energy, or maybe you're feeling more energized, so you want to float up to you. We'll roll it up, inhale slowly. Coming back up, shrug your shoulders and open the chest, mountain pose. Awesome, let's reach back, inhale, lift. Connect hands, exhale, swan dive. Soften your knees, check out your legs. Inhale, flat back, open the heart. And exhale, fold. Beautiful, plant the hands, giant step back with the second side, left leg, whichever side you're on. Good, lower the hips, pivot that back foot down. And then when you're ready, so check the alignment before you come up, shift your feet however you want them, power through the front leg and reverse your cartwheel up to warrior two. Knee above heel, shoulders above hips. And don't forget, we're letting this front hip bone open toward the knee. This back leg is engaged, outer edge of the back foot firmly rooted. And this hip point is turning in just a little bit to accommodate that. We're aligning with our knees. Keeping the sacrum in the back open, gaze to the front hand again. Soften your shoulders. Find your breath. Good, and then turn the front palm up. Reach forward, inhale. Exhale, float back, lift up. Keep the legs the same position. Keep lifting out of the back body. Connect to your breath. Beautiful, slowly come back, warrior two. Gaze to the front hand, breathe in. Slowly cartwheel the hands down. We're going to turn the back heel up. Again, this front hand in line next to the foot, and then we're going to reach the other arm up and twist. Keep the hips low. Open the chest. Breathe in. Good. Slowly exhale, frame the foot with both hands. Soften your back knee, and then we'll step it up, forward bend. Hold here. Shake out the head a little bit. Roll yourself up, inhale. Shrug your shoulders to open the chest, back to your mountain pose. Excellent. Let's do one more check-in with the legs. So remember where we were at the beginning of our practice. Find that neutral spine. Even weight on the feet. Reach back, inhale, lift. And let's exhale, swan dive. Come back down, forward fold. We're just doing a little check here. Tuck the forehead. And then see where the legs are. Hopefully they're a little more open and straight. And just shake the head out a little bit. Breathe in and out. Relax in your forward fold here for just a moment. Excellent. Let's plant the hands. We're going to step both feet all the way back. Come to a plank position. And then we'll lift our hips up to downward dog. So send the hips high and back. Soften the chest. Relax. Connect to your breath. And then we're going to take the pigeon pose from here. So up to you if the pigeon works for you, or you could take figure four in the back as well. I'll demonstrate that too. So we're going to lift one leg up in the sky. So take whatever leg you like up and bend the knee. And then I want you to keep your core active and your tailbone tucked. So we're not dumping into the back. Tuck your tailbone. And then pull that bent knee up. You're going to kind of hover, use your strength to lift the knee through and gently place it between your hands. Back leg will straighten right behind you. And then come onto your fingers here if you're with me in the pigeon. Loop the shoulders behind you to open the chest and look up. You want your hips even to the floor, top of the foot back, straight. It's nice and straight. Nice deep breath in, and then exhale wherever you'd like to be. You can place a cushion or support under your hip if you need. You don't want to turn onto the hips, so keeping the hips nice and square. Letting the forehead rest wherever you like. If that doesn't work for your knee, you're going to come onto your back and take figure 4. So lying on the back, cross the bent knee over the other leg. Reach same arm as the top leg through the hole to connect behind your thigh. So same stretch here, just if you have any issues with your knee, you'll want to take this posture instead. You can flex that top foot. And then maybe you can press this elbow into the thigh to deepen the stretch if you like. So wherever you are is great. Just listen to your body so you know what's right for you today. So let's take one more breath here. Just melting into that hip. Soften your shoulders and your brow. And then we're going to slowly walk the hands back up. To frame the knee, if you're in the pigeon, lift the chest, open the chest and take a deep breath here. Good. Plant your hands. We'll tuck our back toes to step back to downward dog to come out of our pigeon pose. If you're on the back in figure 4, you can just switch sides. You might check the knee on this side to see if it's different. Pedal the legs a little bit. From your downward dog, let's take the second leg up. Reach up. Again, bending the knee. Keep your tailbone tucked. Don't dump into the back. Tuck the tailbone. Shoulders are even. Inhale, pull the bent leg up. Hover it through. Use your strength to gently place the leg down. Bent knee between the hands. Top of the foot straight back. Don't turn the ankle. Hip points equidistant to the mat. So I'm not twerking or twisting. Nice and lifted. Open the chest here on fingertips. Breathe in. Deep breath in and then exhale. Make your way down to pigeon wherever you want to be. And rest on the forehead. All the way down. You might stay more lifted in the torso if that's better for you, if that feels more comfortable. Wherever you are, think about softening your shoulders and your jaw. Relax your brow. Just keep letting go of tension in the body with each out breath. Just take a couple more breaths here. Nice and slowly, we'll walk our hands back. We're going to come onto fingertips again to frame the knee. Open the chest, deep breath here. Take a nice deep breath in. Plant your hands, tuck your back toes, and slowly step it back to downward dog. Let's pedal the feet. So go ahead and drop the knees to the floor to all fours. You can take the big toes together, knees a little wide, and we're going to push back into child's pose here. So you can let the belly come between the thighs, forehead to the floor if that's comfortable. You might use a blanket or prop here if you need. And if it's comfortable for you, let's bring the arms by the side. Let the shoulders fall forward. Good. And we're going to slowly sit ourselves up. I'm going to come to the center of the mat and face you, sitting on the heels. Good. So from here, I'm going to bring both feet to one side. And you might want to use a blanket to sit up on here as well, or a prop if you need. And then you're going to cross one leg over the knee. So you want to try to be grounded on both sitting bones. If you're super tight, you won't be. So what you can do is extend this bottom leg straight out, and that should kind of root you a little bit better if you need. So this top foot that's on the floor is flat. So it's not turned or lifted. It's nice and flat if you can. So again, let me show you with the blanket. If you need a little lift for your hips, create a little lift with the blanket. And that should give you a little more space to work as well. So wherever you are is great. And then we're going to lift our chest up. So you're going to take the same hand as the leg that's on top behind your back and place the heel of the hand right next to your spine. So we're opening this chest and shoulder back, and we're going to inhale the other arm up. Deep breath in. And then I want you to think about twisting from the torso up, the navel up. So we're keeping our sacrum and our hips rooted. Lift up, and then we're just twisting the upper body. So you're going to reach, twist. You can wrap the arm around the knee. If you have room to bring the elbow outside of the knee, you can do that, but don't worry about it. If this causes more strain, then just hug the leg in and look back over your shoulder. So in our twist, we want to think length and then twist. So we're breathing in as we grow tall. And then as we exhale, we're gently twisting. We're not forcing anything. This should be comfortable and your hips should be rooted. So the breath might feel a little constricted because we're sort of in this twist. We've constricted everything in the core. And that's good because then we're massaging those internal organs with our breath. So as you breathe into the belly, it feels a little constricted. But it's good for those internal organs to get a little massage. And exhale. Take one more breath here. Twists are such great stress relievers. So take one more inhale. And then on your exhale, we'll release from our twist. Walk your hands to the other side together and just gently lean in that direction. Counter your stretch. Look back over the shoulder. And then come back through center. And we'll switch sides. So now you bring both feet to the other side. Other foot comes on top. Check if you need to straighten your bottom leg out, or if you need your cushion or blanket. Use that. Same arm as the same arm as the leg that is on top will come behind the back, right next to your spine. Open this chest and shoulder back, so we're rotating open, keeping the collarbone broad. Inhale, other arm reaches up. Deep breath in, and then again, twist from the navel up. Maybe you're wrapping around the leg. Maybe you're binding the elbow outside of the knee. And you're looking and twisting with the head, the neck, and the eyes as well. Back over your shoulder that's nice and open. Thinking length and then twist. So inhale, you grow tall. Exhale, you twist gently. Keeping the breath moving in your twist. Breathe in and out. And let's take one more breath here on this side together. Good, nice breath in here. Release from your twist, exhale, and walk your hands to the other side, gentle counter stretch. Good, and then we'll come back to center. Let's stretch the legs out. You can lean back. We're gonna bend the knees and just windshield wiper your legs side to side, sort of massaging the glutes as you move. Good, and then we're gonna come all the way down to the back. So you can have a handy book or cushion if you need for your head. We're gonna lift the flesh away from our sitting bones, draw the toes toward the face, hands on the thighs. And then the knees can be soft here, they don't have to be straight. The heels are glued down. We're gonna use our core to unfurl ourselves slowly to the mat. So take your time as you come down, nice and slowly. And again, if your chin is lifting, you'll take your blanket or support or whatever you need under your head so that the neck is long on the floor if you need it. So from here, from the back, we're going to take the right knee into the chest and wrap around the shin. Squeeze the knee in. Other leg is extended. We're going to make circles with the big toe. Reverse those circles, draw a big circle with the toe. Squeeze that knee in, and then we're going to stretch that leg to the sky. You can hold on behind the thigh, or you could use a strap if you have one handy, around or a towel behind the leg, and then lift the leg up. So again, my head and shoulders are still relaxed on the floor, using a prop if you need. Now we're just going to flex the foot and point the toe. Flex and point. More flex and point. And then let the foot be neutral. So we're not flexed or pointed, just relaxed. And then with whatever you're holding behind the thigh or your hands, you're going to create a little resistance by pushing the leg into the hands or your towel or strap. Push away, feel that pull on the shoulders a little bit, breathe in. And then as you exhale, relax, and maybe you have a little more room to pull the leg closer to your chest. So we're going to work with the breath like that. Inhale, push, 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 tension. Exhale, and relax. So we're going to do that one more time. Inhale, push. Tension, tension. Exhale, relax. Pull the leg in a little bit. Good. And then keep the leg in the air. Bring the hands next to the hip. We're going to bend the knee in again. Squeeze the knee in. And then just reach that same arm as the bent leg out to the side and pull across your body in a reclining twist. So here we want to relax this extended arms shoulder toward the floor as we pull the leg the opposite direction. Be gentle. Feel this top hip pulls toward the front of the mat to deepen that stretch a little bit. You might extend that top leg out further if you want to deepen the stretch. That's up to you. One more breath here. And then slowly come back to center. And then bring the left knee in to meet the right, bending both knees. Just gently rock a little side to side on the back. Good, and then let the first side in go out. Stretch that leg out, squeezing left knee in, and then we'll begin to circle the big toe. Switch directions. Good, make sure everything is relaxed. Slowly extend that leg toward the sky, holding on with your strap or the hands behind the thigh. And then we'll flex and point. Flex and point. Couple more. And flex and point. Hopefully feeling that in the shin a little bit and the hamstring as well. So then we're going to let the foot go neutral, holding again behind the thigh. Inhale as you press the leg into the hands or your strap. Press, press, press. And then relax as you release and draw the leg in. Inhale, push. Exhale, release. Good, one more time. Push, push, push. Feel that shoulders too a little bit, a little traction. And soften as you release in. Good. And then we'll bend that knee, squeeze it in, extend the same arm as the bent leg out to a T. Pull the leg across in your twist. Maybe gaze to the extended arm, soften that shoulder. Top hip pulls away toward the floor or toward the front of your mat. And then maybe you take the leg out straight. Totally up to you. Breathe. Keep relaxing that shoulder. One more breath. Nice and slowly come back in. Back to center. Bring the right knee in to meet the left. And then just gently make some circles on your back. Massaging your back. Go in the other direction. Good, nice work. I know we worked kind of hard today. Squeeze the knees in. And then maybe let the legs come to the floor with the feet on the floor, knees bent. If you have any tension in the back, let the knees fall toward the center. If the back feels good, you can stretch the legs out. You might even take a blanket or a roll under your knees. Nice way to relax as well. Take a little roll under the legs. Tuck your shoulders under your chest. Open the heart. Let the palms face up. And again, make sure the neck is neutral using a prop if you need. Rock the head gently side to side to massage the back of the head. Come back to center and stillness. Close your eyes. And take your tongue and run it across your teeth, the upper and lower palate. And then relax your jaw. Let the tongue rest on the roof of the mouth, just gently at the top of the palate. Lips are parted so your jaw is soft. Eyelids are heavy and resting. And we're relaxing completely on the back. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out through the mouth if you like. Just letting go. Let's take one more breath in. And then just gently sigh it out. Keep letting go of tension. Relax your entire body completely. I'll come up and you stay resting on the mat for just a couple minutes. Noticing if there's any tension remaining in the body. And just let it melt into the floor, into the earth with the out breath. Relax. 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 do have to rest a little longer, I definitely encourage that. Stay in your resting pose. Maybe for 10 minutes. Yeah. So their hour is up. Just slowly wiggle fingers and toes. You rotate ankles and wrists. Rock your head gently side to side. And as you're ready, take your time and make your way to the right side of your body to a fetal position for just a moment to notice any changes between now and the beginning of the practice, and maybe recall if you set an intention or dedication for your practice. And nice and slowly, as you're ready, you're going to use your left hand to push yourself back to a comfortable seat. We will meet in easy pose as we started. Using your prop if you need, sitting up nice and tall, floating on the spine. Let's inhale as we sweep the arms up together. Deep breath in. Connect your hands at the top and lower them to your heart. Bow to yourself with gratitude for practicing today. Thank you for being here. And we'll bow to each other. Namaste.